So I say, why are we doing this? Why are we willing to lose between $100 billion and $200 billion a year?
Is there any chance that Canada or China could also get out of the tariffs after you start the deal with Mexico?
Well, nobody's out with Mexico. We had a great talk with Mexico. She did agree to 10,000 soldiers on the border. I would say that's a lot. Would you say that's pretty good? 10,000 soldiers on the border? And the 10,000 soldiers are going to keep illegal aliens out, and they're going to keep them out, seriously out, and otherwise they're going to have a big penalty. Mexico's going to be penalized. They're not going to come through Mexico anymore, and they're not going to let the fentanyl come in from China. And China hopefully is going to stop sending us fentanyl, and if they're not, the tariffs are going to go substantially. Now, we had another big thing, speaking of China. China's involved with the Panama Canal. They won't be for long, and that's the way it has to be. We either want it back, or we're going to get something very strong, or we're going to take it back.
President Trump stated yesterday he is still committed to placing tariffs on Canada.
I also spoke with Prime Minister Trudeau of Canada, but for some reason, a lot of things have been very unfair with Canada. I noticed that in the first term, you deal with people, and after a while, you begin to realize Canada is very tough. They're very, very tough to do business with, and we can't let them take advantage of the U.S. You didn't know all of these different things, and I think in the end, you're going to see that either very, very substantial tariffs are going to be paid by them, or they're going to make some kind of a deal.
On Canada, when you talk to Justin Trudeau again, is there anything he can give you at 3 p.m. when you talk again to also
I don't know.
Pause,
I don't know.
like you said with Mexico?
I don't know. We have big deficits with Canada, like we do with all countries. I mean, I look at some of the deals made, I say, who the hell made these deals? They're so bad. What I'd like to see, Canada become our 51st state. Why are we doing this? Why are we willing to lose between $100 billion and $200 billion a year? We don't need them. As a state, it's different. As a state, it's much different. And there are no tariffs. So I'd love to see that, but some people say that would be a long shot. If people wanted to play the game right, it would be 100% certain that they'd become a state. The pain would be really theirs.
How did the college go, though?
Very good.
Are you still doing the tariffs?
Went very
Are you still doing the tariffs tonight? He said watch.
Mr. President, you said you also want to impose tariffs on the EU.
Well, we have massive deficits with the European Union, massive, like $350 billion, if you can believe it. So the European has abused the United States for years, and they can't do that. All we want is a fair deal. And you know, there's a word, reciprocal. I'd go right now, reciprocal tariffs on everybody. And one of the problems we have with the Russia-Ukraine situation is that we want to see some equalization, because we're in for close to $300 billion and they're in for $200 billion less. Why are they in for less? Because Biden never asked them for money. He never said, you got to pay. He never did. All he did is hand out money. They have very valuable rare earth. We want what we put up to go in terms of a guarantee. We want a guarantee. We're handing them money hand over fist. We're giving them equipment. European is not keeping up with us. They should equalize. And look, we have an ocean in between. They don't. It's more important for them than it is for us. Well, they should really be paying much more than us, but let's say equal to us, and they're billions and billions of dollars below. So we're looking to do a deal with Ukraine where they're going to secure what we're giving them with their rare earth and other things.
And a criticism for Mr. Murdoch's own newspaper. He called it the dumbest trade war on the editorial page on Saturday.
I'm going to have to talk to him about
Is this market reaction or concern about?
No, it's not only is it not dumb. You're going to see. You're going to see. Every single one of those countries is dying to make a deal. You know why? Because they're ripping us off really badly, and the United States is tired of just being ripped off. And that's why we have $36 trillion in debt. We have it for a reason, because we make bad deals with everybody, and we don't allow that anymore.